Okay, Thursday morning. All right, nice and tall with the back. Inhaling, lengthening. Crown of the head lifted, shoulders down and back. First thing that comes to your mind, what are you thankful for right now? And breathe with it. Appreciating your breath. Inhaling through the nostrils. If you can, exhaling again through the nostrils. Appreciating your breath. This morning, let's start with just the whole body moving. So I'm going to lift up tall, up out of my pelvis, and I'm going to lean forward, spine in line, and then rotate to the side and then back. So just each area or each direction I'm going, I'm still pulling my heart up out of my hips. Hands come down for support. We're going nice and slow. And let's reverse direction. Keep lifting the heart. You're going to want to round when it gets hard. So just back off a little bit and keep extending. You guys make my cat happy because he goes and plays with his ping pong toy. All right, reach up tall, take it over, look up, and then look down. And we're going to let that top shoulder descend down. We're going to drag it across. Scoop up again, stretch tall, over, look up, open the heart, look down, and drag that hand. We'll do it one more time. Stretch over, look up, open, exhale. Nice, same thing, other side. Reach up, find support, look up, open, and exhale. Coming forward, reach up, open the heart by looking up, and then bring that hand down. Last one. Up, gaze up, and down. And both hands come up. Sweep them down. Hands come behind you. And then extend your spine. Maybe gaze up. Draw your shoulder blades back. So you're going to press into the ground. And if it's a long way down, that's why it's handy to have blocks. You could press your hands on those. So it might be worth investing in blocks if you don't have them. All right. So now hands come up again, and we'll clasp the fingers together, rotate the palms up, and now we come forward, opening between the shoulder blades. So I'm going to keep pressing forward, and now I'm going to dip my shoulder and then the other shoulder. So just a little lateral flexion, but I'm going to sway maybe in just a slight figure eight, pressing out. Notice as you slightly dip your weight to one side, the difference in where you feel that. Now let's maybe take it up a little bit. Opening through those tight places and down. All right, nice. Shoulders open back. And forward. Okay, both hands up again. Lace the fingertips gently on the back of the head. So elbows out, open the heart. And then come to full extension and then look down and let the elbows drift forward, but gentle Stretch. Don't pull too hard. Open up, sit tall, open your heart, gaze up, elbows back, back, back. And then exhale forward, elbows together. Inhale up, open the heart. Exhale. And release. Inhale tall. Let's go ahead and extend our legs. Sliding off my cushion. Extend left leg. Right leg comes in tight or cross over. Reach forward with that left arm and hold, pulling the knee in. Lift tall, rotate, look over your shoulder. Just your head comes and looks the other way, smiles, and the other way again. Once more. And release. We'll change sides. Reach forward, pull in with that knee with your hand or the crux of your elbow. Lift up tall, inhale, and rotate. Just your gaze goes the other way. And back. Again. And back. Nice. Okay. Extend your legs out straight in front of me, please. In front of you. Lift up tall. We're going to hinge at the hips and just come forward. Maybe where we are now is all you can go. That's fine. We're just going to kind of just see how far we can go. Hip bones towards the thighs. It's not rounding. So we want to get the hip bones closer to the top of the thigh bones. So I'm just noticing this is where I can go. And bring it back up. All right, let's shift over to our quadruped. Inhaling into extension, tailbone up, belly drops. Pulling your heart. Exhaling through neutral, drawing the navel in, rounding the back. Gazing at your belly, tucking your chin. Inhaling through neutral to extension. Exhaling through neutral to flexion of the spine. Keep going on your own with your breath. All right, back to center. And now we'll do lateral flexions. So I'm going to bring my right shoulder to my right hip, pressing my base of my ribs to the left. Breathe. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. Same thing. Trying to touch my left shoulder towards my left hip. Back through center. Same thing, other side. Lateral flexion. Switch. Don't forget your breath. Right. So here, we're going to do a few push-ups. So if here's where you want to stay, that's fine. If you want to walk out, to a kneeling plank or to your toes. It's your choice. So inhale, hold. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. Exhale, push back up. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Belly in. Trying to bring your belly up at the same time. Inhale. Come down slowly as you exhale. Inhale. Exhaling, push up. I think we have one more. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, push up and shift back into child's pose. Knees together or apart, your choice. See if you can't send your breath into your back. Really expand as you inhale through your whole back. From this position, knees, wherever you have them, we're going to take the right hand palm up, send it underneath the left shoulder and ear towards the ground. If you don't reach the ground, having a block or your pillow or folded up towel is nice. It's better than having your head hanging in space. Breathe. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling. Deep, complete breath. All right. So we're going to come back up. Do our spinal balance for our back. So we're in quadruped once again. Right leg back, pressing through the heel. That's called dorsiflexion. And now engage the core and extend that left arm. Try to keep your ears away from your shoulders so your neck is long, eyes gaze down, and we're just holding it steady. If you want to rotate through that left wrist, just for warm up, that's good. And replace the hand and the knee. Left leg extends back, dorsiflexing the ankle, so I'm pressing through the heel. And now the opposite arm. So my gaze is down. I don't want to look up. I don't want to look down. I want to keep my neck in line with my spine. Pushing away with my left hand, engaging through my core, and perhaps rotating through my right wrist. And release it down. Just shift back. Stretching briefly with the back. All right. So we're going to try something new today. We do the hip mobility, and normally we face our thigh. So I want you to face your lower leg here. You can see well enough. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to put my hands down on the ground, and I'm going to come towards my ankle instead of my knee. So I'm lifting up tall, trying to keep spine in line, and I'm just going to come down slow and controlled, noticing the stretch, and lift up tall. 3 more. Inhale tall. Exhale forward. Bring it back up. Inhale, find that extension. Keep the extension as we come down, trying not to round. And one more. Inhale. Exhaling through the nose. Good. And now we'll bring this right hand back and we'll do a little of our mobility before we get to the other side. If you're ever just watching TV, maybe with your family, get down on the ground and have everybody do that hip mobility. Wouldn't that be a great thing? Okay, lift up tall. I'm not facing my knee like we normally do. I'm trying to face my lower leg and ankle area. Okay, so this is probably, it's more of a stretch for me. Inhale tall. I'm already stretching in my back right now. Exhale forward. Doesn't matter how far we get. And reach up tall. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. Inhale. And exhale. I think we have one more time. Good. All right, one more time. Just notice how it feels. Maybe that inside knee gets a little closer to the floor as we do this. Lifting your heart. Good. All right, so we're going to find our way to the ground. I never know how to put my mats. Okay, so lower back is down. We're going to just do 4 pelvic tilts. So it's a posterior pelvic tilt. Right now I'm in neutral. And I'm going to press my lower back down, tighten my glutes, hold, and then release back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down, tighten my glutes. I should not be able to get my fingers together under my low back. Release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Seems like such a little thing, but this is a very good exercise. One last time. Exhale. Posterior pelvic tilt. And release. Okay, heels come in, pressing upper arms. Preparing for bridge. You can start with that posterior pelvic tilt. Tighten your glutes. Press through your upper arms and feet. Do not look side to side. And if you want to draw your shoulder blades together, perhaps clasp your hands underneath. Just remember, if you are tight in your hips and if you have tight hamstrings, this is much more challenging. So be patient with yourself. Now find your breath, pressing through big toes. Breathing deep and complete. We'll say 3 more breaths. Last one. And release your hands if they're together. Upper, middle, lower back down. Knees come in. And remember, you can hold under the knees if you have issues there. And head comes up. So I'm stretching my back. Now, while we're in this curled up position to stretch all the fascia and muscles, try to straighten one leg, and that's going to enhance the stretch. Let's straighten the other. You don't have to straighten all the way. Just extending a little bit is going to increase the stretch. Let's try both. Breathe. And release it down. In this position, rocking side to side a little bit. All right, feet come back down. And we're going to reach up with our fingertips. Imagine going beyond your knees, shoulders down, and breathe. So now we are rounding the upper back as we engage the core, lifting up and release. 3 more times. Inhale. As you exhale, reach up. Pressing lower back into the ground, reaching. Try to keep the neck in neutral though. All right, 2 more. This time I'm going to take my right hand over to my left and my left will reach beyond. So a little diagonal movement. And release. And then to the other side. And release. All right, so I'd like you to put your feet together in butterfly and just open up where we were just contracting. Hands come in cactus or goalpost arms. And I'm going to turn my head from one side to the next. You may have created tension in your neck when we were doing that. You're also working the muscles so they can support your head. And that's not bad. But we just want to loosen them by working them side to side. All right. Knees come together. Legs up. For dead bug, everybody's favorite. Hands can come up and your head can stay down or it can come up. So I'm going to drop the right leg and the left arm and then the left leg and the right arm. I encourage you to keep a flexion a little bit in your leg. If you don't, just make sure your lower back is pressing down. But going too fast is not going to help. You want to always have control over your movements and make sure you breathe. I'm going to take my picture while you guys are finishing dead bug. And I'm just taking a picture for roll because some of you aren't registered. So I have to add you. All right, let's go 1 more each side. Draw the knees in. Arms out in the T. And let's drop both knees to the left side. We're trying to keep the right shoulder blade on the ground. And if you like, we're going to turn the head towards the right hand. Comes back to center. Knees come up. Inhale. And then drop the knees to the other side. option to turn your head and face that left hand. Remember, you can always take your arms out in varying degrees. If you want to move it up higher towards your head, that may open the inside of your shoulder in a bit different, a different way. More of those muscles that are deep in your armpit. Bring your head back to center, left arm over. You can use that left arm to gently help you up. And now let's find our seated posture again. Inhale tall. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to get here. Inhale. Exhale, hinging forward. Just notice if it feels a little better, perhaps you get a smidge farther, or maybe you get the same distance, but it just feels different. It's just important that we pay attention. All right, so we are going to bring our right leg in, and I'm going to support my hip here. And now I'm going to lift up tall. I'm facing the center, lift up with my right hand, and I'm going to take my left shoulder towards my left thigh. I'll sit back so you can see better what I'm doing. So I'm facing one direction, keeping this top shoulder up and stretching through the side body. Lift up with the arm, rotate and face my thigh and come down. Spine in line, doesn't matter how far we get. And up. So let's switch, extending right leg, left leg comes in. I'm facing to the center, left arm stretches to the sky, find extension. And as you exhale, drop your right shoulder towards that right thigh. Trying to stack and not curl forward. I'm trying to open through the side body. Breathe. Deep, complete breath. And lift up out of it. Inhaling, we're rotating, facing that thigh. Exhale forward towards the thigh. Keeping your gaze up instead of down will help remind you to stay long in your spine. Oh, and it's time to go. Smile. I hope you have a super weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Namaste.